all I could just do was kind of talk like this.
Penn, so nice to finally meet you in person. I've been interviewing you virtually since season 2, and I absolutely loved this final season.
Thank you.
Yes, I want to get into some spoilers later, but like I said, we'll do non-spoilers first. I went back to rewatch some of the seasons. Do you have a favorite episode or ones that kind of hung on with you the most now that you've kind of had to settle and look back?
Definitely. So, episode 8 of season 2 I loved just because it was like an acid trip, so it was like as an actor just a very technical, like I loved it. I found an aspect of Joe which was almost like a dance. It was very just, I love that kind of thing, just a lot of silent acting. The voiceover does all the work. It's like the camera's like real close. It's lovely. It's a lovely experience. I'll may never get any opportunities to do quite that again. Joe is a very specific like silent kind of figure. Episode, I don't remember the episode number, but maybe it's 1 or 2. I think 2 of season 3. There's a 9-minute long scene that's only intercut with therapy sessions where Victoria and I are basically, they lit the whole thing so we could just shoot it like it was a play, and we just went through it. That. So as an actor, again, lovely. And then season 4, frankly, I loved being in London. Yeah,
that was like the different departure and stuff for him. It's crazy that you've been playing Joe since 2018.
Since I was 30.
Since you were 30.
I'm going to be 39 this year.
Oh my God. I know you've had some breaks and stuff in between. Was it kind of emotional still for you to film whatever final scene you had to film and actually finally putting that character down after all this time?
So if we're going to talk about the final scene I filmed, that's a spoiler, right?
Yes, we can. Yeah, we can talk about it.
The final scene actually was kind of very fitting because it was not emotional. It was a very dull kind of like. The final scene that was a big one was with Madeline in the woods, in the rain. The final scene. Right. And actually, my body, my neck muscles were giving out because the rage that I'm constantly giving expression to with him, it comes like up from the body through your neck, and I found I just was like these muscles felt like some new sensation was happening. They were just dead, and I had to just like force my voice up through from my diaphragm, and it was like all I could just do was kind of talk like this. And I couldn't do anything else.
Physical performance.
So I really was. My body was kind of like giving out. And then the final scene in prison, I had no lines. No. It was actually highly conscripted what I was going to do because of the way it was going to be shot. So I actually had nothing to do. Wow. I had nothing to do. I had nothing to really, it was just kind of like.
Yeah, that was that. Yeah, I pre-ordered your book, Crushmore, which comes out later this year. Big fan of the podcast.
Thank you.
What type of podcast would Joe have listened to?
It wouldn't have been true crime.
That's what I was thinking.
Would he maybe like Smartless?
Maybe.
Or would he think they're obnoxious? Like, I love those guys. Well, he might like them because... He might. They're funny enough in a particular kind of way. Like, he might be a Smartless guy.
Yeah, a Smartless guy, or like something where it was like something on books.
Yeah, well, okay, so there's what's it called? Hardcore History. Yeah. Dan Carlin, maybe I think is the. I'm not sure if that's. Yeah. It's a bit much for me. But he dives in real deep, real deep on these old historical things. Also, Radio Lab is a podcast of mine that is absolute favorite. It's such an incredible project. It transcends podcasting. Everybody should check out Radio Lab. Joe might like that one because it's a very, it's like a book becoming psychedelic and coming to life. He might like that.
Yeah, he might like that. Well, they are giving me the rap. I would chat with you all day, but also, of course, love Easy A, one of my favorite rom-coms.
Oh, thank you.
That's crazy. That was then 2010. I think.
Yes.
You and Emma are amazing in that.
What year is it? That was 15 years ago.
That's what I was saying. It's the 15-year anniversary of Easy A, which is awesome. One of my favorite romantic comedies ever.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was so fun to talk with you in person, Penn. I appreciate it.